Well, the piece starts off with a huge cello cadenza. So it's quite an introduction, and then I join in with my own little cadenza and we come in together. So I really enjoyed that opening, and then right away you hear that interaction between us happening. I do think one thing that's interesting when you pair a cello and a violin together in this type of setting is that the composer can treat us as one instrument, but with a wider vocal range. So sometimes I'll play a running arpeggio passage running down, and Ken will continue it to the lower octave and send it back up to me. And so it's more like one big instrument instead of the violin and a cello. I think this piece was probably a very personal work for Brahms because he wrote it specifically as a way of hoping to reconcile with his dear friend Joachim. They had had a falling out a few years prior to him composing this piece, and he wrote this piece for Joachim and his cellist in Joachim's quartet, Robert Hausmann. And so it was a way of him extending an olive branch in hopes of bringing their friendship back together. And it's very interesting when playing the piece because it's constant conversation with me and the cellist. And you can really hear the various characteristics of any human relationship as we, have a relationship with someone over the course of many years. So at some point, we are playing in unison, and then sometimes he plays a supportive role to me, and sometimes I play a supportive role to him. Sometimes it sounds like I'm trying to persuade him, and he's adamantly refusing to do things my way, and then we'll kind of come to a compromise and play a melody together. And so I feel like it's a very good reflection of human interactions in life. Well, actually, Ken is one of the very few people I already knew when I joined the CSO. Ken and I first met at a chamber festival, the Kingston Chamber Festival, which at the time was run by the Philadelphia Orchestra Concertmaster David Kim. And I think that was just when Ken had first won his job here. So we met there to do some chamber music concerts together, and I forget what year that was, but it's quite a few years later that I joined the orchestra. So it was nice to at least have a familiar face when I joined the orchestra here. And since then, we've played quite a few chamber concerts together outside of the orchestra, whether it's for donor events or part of the orchestra's chamber series. And we also performed the Beethoven Triple Concerto, which was also with Maestro Muti conducting maybe back in 2013, I think it was. So yeah, we've had many musical experiences together at this point.